If you're interested in improving your productivity and managing your time effectively, you should, in my view, consider the Pomodoro technique. That's what I'm going to look at in this video. My name is Terry Gorry. If you're new here, I am a solicitor and I make videos about Irish law and business, entrepreneurship and so on. The Pomodoro technique was invented apparently by an Italian monk. But the bottom line is, if you work in an environment like I do, in an office for example, and you are at risk of distractions from your email, your mobile phone, the telephone, Facebook, Twitter, social media sites, YouTube and so on, then it can be hard to be productive and it can be hard to be effective in your work. And if you see a day of 8, 10, 12 hours stretching before you, it's very, very easy to be distracted. It's very, very easy to reach for the mobile phone or to check your computer, check emails, check Twitter, check Facebook, check Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. The Pomodoro technique is very, very good in my view, because it allows you to split the day up or divide the day up into bouts of productivity. The way it works essentially is I've got a timer on my Google Chrome browser, and regardless of what browser I'll be using, I'll have the Pomodoro timer on it. It's a little app or a little extension that Google Chrome gives you. The principle is this: you work for 25 minutes and you take a 5-minute break, and you do that repeatedly over the course of the day. And after 4 Pomodoros, 4 25-minute sessions, then you get a longer break. You get 15 or 20 minutes. So obviously you can have your lunch and so on in the usual way. But the great thing about the Pomodoro technique is when you know that you only have to focus and concentrate on something for a period of 25 minutes, and you know that at the end of the 25 minutes there's going to be a 5-minute break, which is going to be a nice reward, and then you can check Twitter or you can check Facebook or Instagram or your email or whatever, then you can be very, very productive. So my day, quite frankly, even though it's a long day and I start work in the office at 6 a.m. and I finish at 5 p.m, even though it's a long day, I don't find it that long because I split it up into Pomodoro sessions. So as I say, each session is 25 minutes, and at the end of that session I get a 5-minute break, and at the end of 4 of them then I get a 15-minute break or longer. As I say, it works well simply because it divides up the day into smaller, more manageable chunks, and it's like the question of how do you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. How do you divide up, or how do you be productive over the course of a day, which may last for 12 hours, anything from 8 to 12 hours. You divide it up into sessions of 25 minutes. Those 25 minutes you can give your full focus and attention to whatever you're doing, and you know at the end of the 25 minutes that you've got a break coming, a 5-minute break. And as I say, at the end of 4 Pomodoros, 4 25-minute bouts, you get a 15 or 20-minute break or whatever. You can choose yourself, and obviously you can be flexible as well, but it's useful, very, very useful. Check it out online as well if you want, if you don't understand what the way I'm describing it, but it's relatively straightforward. It's working in bouts of 25 minutes in intense productivity. Pomodoro technique. Hope you find this video useful. If you do, I would appreciate if you gave it the thumbs up down below, and you may be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you are, just hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks a lot.